Thank you guys so much for checking out another video. Today we're going to be installing the front brake pads and rotors on a 2007 Nissan Maxima. And this method applies from 2007 to 2012. It's a really quick and simple repair we're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and list the tools and the time I took doing it and also the difficulty level. So yeah, so let's get started with cleaning up a little bit, jacking up the car, and we'll go on from there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and remove the front tires. And here on the left side I did struggle a little bit. I was having issues with my impact, but we got that off right there. And we're gonna start on the right side here. I use a 17mm with a 19mm. First thing we're gonna do is go ahead and break these 14mm bolts for the caliper. There goes the top one, here goes the bottom one. And you don't have to apply a lot of force neither. As soon as we do that, we're going to take those bolts off and the caliper should come right off. No issues whatsoever, but make sure you place that in a safe place so it doesn't add excessive wear on your brake line. And here I'm just popping out the pad, showing here the wear that's on the pad. Pretty decent. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our 19mm with our half size ratchet. And we're going to remove the two 19mm bolts holding the bracket in place. These ones did require a little bit more force rather than the 14mm. As soon as you get those ones taken off here, take the bottom one off, taking off the top one, the bracket should come off. No issue whatsoever. As soon as we have the bracket off, I go ahead and take off the rotor. There wasn't so much issues with taking off the rotor. I compared it side by side with, and then here goes me installing the new rotor. And it's pretty much plug and play. You just go ahead and just put the new rotor back on. And we're gonna go ahead and compress this caliper for the new pads. So just grab an old pad and we're gonna use a C-clamp. So you see me placing the old pad there, and here goes the C-clamp, and we're just slowly gonna turn. And take your time with this as well. Just make sure it sits flush. As soon as you're done, you're basically retracting the piston all the way to the back for the new pads. And yeah, here goes that. And then we're done here. We're going to remove the C-clamp, remove the old pad, and we're going to install the bracket again. Here goes grabbing the bracket. And with these pins that hold the caliper, I highly recommend to remove them and add new grease on them. Usually when you purchase your brake kit, your grease should come with your new brake kit. So we're going to go ahead and install these bolts here. Go ahead and speed it up. And I'm going to speed it up a lot faster here. We're just tightening down the bolts pretty much. Okay, as soon as that's done, we're going to go ahead and replace the brake hardware. I highly recommend for you to change your brake hardware as well when doing a brake change. And it doesn't take that much pressure neither. You can just go ahead and apply light pressure and it should just clip right in. There goes the bottom one. And all four retaining clips are all the same as well. So we shouldn't have no issues with fitment. And we're going to go ahead and install the upper one as well. Perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and install the new pads. Just ensuring that those brake hardware is inserted properly. We got our new brake pads here. And be aware that the driver's side actually has the the wear sensor on it as well. And here I'm just applying some brake cleaner just to take off all the grease from my dirty hands and all the brake dust, and just sometimes the factory adds a protective coating on it, and sometimes it's gonna make your brakes squeak. So I highly recommend just to give it a spray down and a little wipe down with some brake cleaner. And here I'm just installing the brake pad from the bottom and pushing it in on the top. It'll lock in by itself. And there goes the same thing for the other side. Okay. And then we're gonna just go ahead and add the caliper back. Since it's retracted, there shouldn't be no issues with adding the new pads on. Here goes putting the top bolt on and the bottom bolt. And for the 19 millimeters, it takes 87 foot-pounds of torque, and the caliper mounting bolts take 37. So here I just hand tied it and ensured that it was, secured properly, as you can tell. So there goes the top and the bottom. I'm just triple checking, making sure everything is tightened down correctly. I highly recommend to double check your work and make sure all your bolts are tightened down and secured properly. Here goes the top, there goes the bottom. And there you go, you're all set. Thank you guys so much for checking out another video. Honestly, I can rate this about a 5. If you have normal hand tools at home, this job is more than possible. Honestly, it was fairly simple, and there's only a couple of tools that you really need to use. So yeah, so let me know down in the comments below what you thought about it, and also I'll leave a link down below for the brake kit that I used and how long it took me. And naturally, it took me about 20 minutes for one side. And yeah, so altogether less than an hour, and really simple to do. I mean, there's only 4 bolts altogether, not including the wheel lug, the lug nuts. So yeah, it's really simple. I highly recommend for you to do it at home. It will save you a ton of money. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and the bell notification to stay updated with other future DIY projects I will be doing in this channel.